This ABC 15 News Update is sponsored by Sanderson Ford, America's best-selling Ford dealership.
And good morning here on a Tuesday. Nick Soletti with our top stories. This morning, more deadly mass shootings in California. The suspect accused of killing 7 people at 2 locations in the Bay Area is now in custody. Those shootings coming less than 48 hours after 11 people were shot and killed during a Lunar New Year celebration near LA. Here's ABC's Justin Finch.
South of San Francisco, law enforcement responding to 2 fatal shootings at nearby landscaping nurseries in the city of Half Moon Bay.
This kind of shooting is horrific. It's a tragedy that we hear about far too often.
Just after 2:00 p.m. Monday, authorities called to one nursery, finding 4 victims shot to death. A 5th rushed to a hospital with life-threatening injuries. Soon after, 3 more people were found shot and killed at another nursery. Heartbreaking headlines for this close-knit community.
When it comes home to you like this in a small town like this, it really does bring it home, and it's just deplorable.
Hours later, our San Francisco station capturing the takedown of lone suspect Chun-Li Zhao. The 67-year-old spotted at a county sheriff's substation with a semi-automatic handgun found in his vehicle. The motive not immediately clear, but Zhao is believed to have worked at one of those nurseries and is reportedly cooperating.
There are simply too many guns in this country, and there has to be a change.
The death toll in the Southern California shooting rising to 11. That majority Asian American suburb now canceling Lunar New Year events and holding vigils instead. And we're learning the names of some of the victims killed in that Monterey Park shooting, including 65-year-old May Nan. Her family says she was known for her smile and kindness. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Recent mass shootings have contributed to a tragic start to the new year. The Gun Violence Archive reports 36 mass shootings. That is just so far this year. To our nation's capital now, where there's renewed calls for lawmakers to act on legislation for gun control. President Joe Biden issuing a statement on Monday calling on Congress to pass an assault weapons ban and high magazine capacity ban and legislation that raises the minimum purchasing age to 21. Happening today and back here at home, local law enforcement is holding a safety meeting to showcase their resources and trying to keep everybody safe for the Super Bowl, with hundreds of thousands of people expected to be in the valley over the coming weeks. Phoenix police and fire departments will have all their resources on hand for the big game, including their emergency response teams, drone teams, and the bomb squad. All of that ready to go. Firefighters rescuing over a dozen dogs from a house fire in Phoenix. I want to show you the scene near 35th Avenue in Camelback. Luckily, no people or animals were hurt in this one. Crews were able to put out the flames. The homeowner tells us he runs a dog rescue called Mangy Mutt's Rescue. He says he's going to need help finding a new place for these sweet animals to go. He's thankful though to the fire crews who showed up when they did.
Time for your most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. After the coolest day since 2019 yesterday, this morning off to a very cold start with freeze warnings that remain in effect until 9 a.m. for the valley. And to our south, we've got freeze warnings and hard freeze warnings where temperatures will actually dip down into the 20s for a bit this morning. For Phoenix, we'll start off with temperatures near freezing and then we warm a little further today. Not much, but a little bit. We'll see more sunshine and the high reaches 56 this afternoon. Still well below the normal for this time of year. Across Arizona, the high in the upper 30s in Flagstaff, 47 in Kingman, and 43 in Payson. We'll make it into the low 60s out at Lake Havasu. Then tonight, a few more freezes. Phoenix dipping down to 36, but we'll see at least some valley cities dip down to that freezing mark or just below it, with cold temperatures across northern Arizona again, too. Temperatures dropping into the teens up there. 56 for a high today in Phoenix, but then tomorrow the 60s are back. More breezes Thursday, but otherwise sunny and dry through the weekend before rain chance kick in late Sunday into early next week.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, just go to ABC15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 News Update is sponsored by Sanderson Ford, America's best-selling Ford dealership.